let me just give you a sense before we go into the fun half. A couple months ago, I don't know when it was, 4 or 5 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago, I was invited to Politicon. And I'm a little ambivalent about that conference because it, in many ways, just makes politics about entertainment. And, I mean, we do a show like that, but we try and maintain some integrity. We try and be entertaining, but we also try and deliver stuff that is meaningful. And to center a conference around political celebrities rather than, let's say, policy people or activists seems to me to be a little bit dubious. But the other part of that is I'm also aware of the space in which we operate and the reality of in where we operate. And many people watch this show on YouTube. And frankly, the right is influencing a lot of young people on this medium. And so my sense was, all right, well, maybe I can, if I go, I can get into a debate with somebody and show some young people who are watching videos. I know a lot of young people do that, and this is where they get their political education. And I did not want certain voices out there to have that whole space to themselves and present a perspective that is, I think, wrong and dangerous and unhealthy for the country and have no one challenge it. And so when they asked me if I would come, I said, yeah, I will if I can debate someone. And I was trying to think about who I would want to debate. And the first thing that first requirement was I want them to have a YouTube following, because that means that their status is, very largely supported by audiences. And I want to reach their audience. Now, of course, I threw out Dave Rubin, and I was told that he's not coming. And
which was a smart move.
Competition
Yes.
would start kicking in.
Right. Competition would start kicking in. And there was I think at one point they said, what about Milo Yiannopoulos? It was one of the first people they wanted to hook me up. And I was like, no, why would I debate this guy? No one cares about him anymore. No one watches him.
Yeah, I'll debate him for Politicon 2016.
Well,
2015.
yeah, exactly. I mean, the point being that my agenda was to separate someone from their audience in some measure. Not the entire audience, just a portion of it that might be gettable. And so we went over a couple of people, and we finally realized, Steven Crowder, he does that thing where he goes to colleges and tries and makes college students look bad because they don't know supposedly what he knows in terms of politics. And so I said Crowder, and the people were like, great, Steven's interested in a debate. And it all looked good. And then at one point, they're writing me back and they're not mentioning Crowder anymore. And I was like, hey, what's going on with the debate with Crowder? What day is that going to be? And they said, can we have a phone call with you? And now here's the thing. In this space, when there's a phone call, people don't want emails released, right? And I was told on this phone call that Steven Crowder ghosted, literally stopped responding to their emails, and decided, and I think the quote was, pretty sure the quote was, somebody got cold feet.
That's
I guess
Cuck Crowder is.
I guess someone
Cuck
finally
you are.
changed his mind after all.
Now,
Wow.
there was also, and I was like, well, and she said something, the person I spoke to said something to the effect of his team or something, his crew, and apparently his dad is his manager or something. Oh, thank you. And so now I think it was smart of Steven Crowder to avoid debating me at Politicon.
Yeah, he can't just
But-
go up there and put on a tutu and say Stalin. It's not going to work. So
but
it was a wise
he has
move.
a sign out here. All right, let's take that out. Nice try. But he has, as you can see, he's sitting out there. He has a sign that says, "Change my mind." I would like to invite Steven Crowder to come on this program, and I will attempt to change his mind. Or I will go on his program and attempt to change his mind. Or I will meet him anywhere, at nearly any time, at my expense, to have the opportunity to change his mind with the one stipulation that we record it on video with sound. So, Steven Crowder, if you are 1/16th the man that you purport to be, I am issuing you a very specific challenge to debate you. If I have it wrong that you did not chicken out from debating me at Politicon, like chicken out so much that you decided not to even attend, then we can obviously very easily come together and debate on any topic. So I will host you on any time, on any platform, in any way to debate. And I guess we'll hear. Look, because Steven, I know you are watching or hearing this. And everybody else knows it too. There's no way you're not aware that I've issued this challenge now. You knew it was coming when you backed out of Politicon because you were afraid of debating me. And here it is. So you know where to find us. MajorityReporters@gmail.com if you want to get us an email, or you can tweet at me, and I will, of course, follow this up with a tweet to you. And I imagine, I don't know if you'll block me or mute me, but I'm sure somebody's going to get you the message. So, Steven, we'll see you soon.